Good morning, children. Today we will start lesson 14 Scout Shows the Way from your new James English Reader book of class 8. So, children, Scout Shows the Way is an extract taken from the novel To Kill a Mockingbird, and it is one of the most loved and admired novels of the 20th century. This extract is one of the most dramatic scene in the book. The book follows 3 years in the life of the 8-year-old girl named Scout Finch, her elder brother James, and their father Atticus. Atticus is a lawyer and he's preparing to defend the case of Tom Robinson, who has been falsely accused of a serious crime. Scout breaks in on Atticus' confrontation with a group of men who wish to harm Tom Robinson. And children, this novel is narrated in a first person. This extract allows us to see how the adults around her are shamed by her innocence and her sense of fairness. And the other characters in this extract are the sheriff, Hecate, and Dill, Scout, and James' friend. So now let's see. A long extension cord ran between the bars of a second floor window and down the side of the building. In the light from its bare bulb, Atticus, Scout Finch's father, was sitting propped against the front door. He was sitting in one of his office chairs and he was reading Oblivious, means oblivious of the night bugs dancing over his head. Oblivious means not aware of or concerned about what is happening around one. So here Atticus, here the Scout Finch says, I made to run, but my brother Jem caught me and says, don't go to him. He might not like it. He's all right. Let's go home. I just wanted to see where he was. Who said this? Scout Finch. So I made to run, but we were talking a shortcut across the square when 4 dusty cars came in from the Meridian Highway, moving slowly in a line. They went around the square, past the bank building, and stopped in front of the jail. And from that car, nobody got out. We saw Atticus look up from his newspaper. He closed it, folded it deliberately. Deliberately means in a careful and unhurried way. Dropped it in his lap and pushed his hat to the back of his head. He seemed to be expecting them. Come on, whispered Jam. So we sneaked. We means here Scout and his brother sneaked across the square. Sneaked means to go somewhere secretly. They were going secretly across the street under until we were in the shelter of the Jitney jungle door. Jam peeked up the side wall. Peeked up means looked quickly. We can get closer, he said. We ran to Tyndall's hardware door, near enough at the same time. Discreet means they ran to Tyndall hardware door near enough at the same time, carefully. So from that car, in ones and twos, men got out of the car. Shadows became substance as light revealed solid shapes moving towards the jail door. Shadows became substance means here people could be seen clearly. Atticus remained where he was. The men hid him from view. He in there, Mr. Finch, a man said. So the Atticus answered, he is. And he's sleeping. He is asleep. Don't wake him up. In obedience to my father, there followed what I later realized was a seemingly comic aspect of an unfunny situation. Means here a funny aspect of a situation that was not funny at all. The man talked in near whispers. Means the men were talking very slowly. You know what we want, another man said. Get aside from the door, Mr. Finch. So Atticus said pleasantly, you can turn around and go home again, Walter. Hackets around somewhere. The hell he is, said another man. Hacks burnt so deep in the woods they won't get out till morning. Hacks bunch means people belonging to the group led by Hack. Indeed, why so? Call I'm off on a spine hut means a wild goose chase, a practical joke by giving people an imaginary talk. So, call I'm off on a spine hunt was a succinct answer. Didn't you think of that, Mr. Finch? That means of that. Didn't you think of that, Mr. Finch? Thought about it, but didn't believe it. Well then, my father's was my father's voice was still the same. That changes things, doesn't it? I do hear it. It does, another deep voice said. Its owner was a shadow. Do you really think so? This was the second time I heard Atticus ask that question in 2 days, and it meant somebody's man would get jumped. Means here somebody would get into trouble. This was too good to miss. I broke away from Jam and ran as fast as I could to Atticus, who ran scout. Jam shrieked. Shrieked means shrieked. Jam shrieked. Shrieked means to make a high pitched, piercing sound and tried to catch me, but I had a lead on him and Dill. I pushed my way through dark, smelly bodies and burst into the circle of light. Hey, Atticus. So I thought he would have a fine surprise, but his face killed my joy. Means here the look on his face took my happiness away. A flash of plain fear was going out of his eyes, but turned when Jill and Jem wriggled into the light. Wriggled means moved along by turning and twisting the body. When I glanced around, I discovered that these men were strangers. They were not the people I saw last night. Hot embarrassment shot through me. Embarrassment means a feeling of self-consciousness, shame or awkwardness. I had leaped triumphantly into a ring of people. Means here jumped with a feeling of victory into a group of people gathered around in a circle I had never seen before. Atticus got up from his chair, but he was moving slowly like an old man, and he put the newspaper down very carefully, adjusting its creases with lingering fingers. They were trembling a little. Who? The men were trembling means they were shaking a little. Go home, Jem, he said. Take Scout and Dill home. We were accustomed to prompt, if not always cheerful, acquiescence means happily submit and accept without questioning to Atticus. Instructions means they followed the Atticus, their father instructions to go home. But from the way he stood, Jem was not thinking of budging, means moving away. Go home, I said. James shook his head as Atticus' feet went to his hip. So did James, and as they faced each other, I could see little resemblance between them. James' soft brown hair and eyes, his oval face, and snug fitting ears. Snug means warm fitting ears were our mother's, contrasting oddly with Atticus' graying black hair and square cut features. But they were somehow alike. Mutual defiance means here the resistance towards each other. Mutual defiance made them alike. Son, I said go home. So Jem shook his head. I will send him home, a burly man said. Burly means a man, those who were in a group. So burly means large and strong man said, I will send him home, and grabbed Jem roughly by the collar. He yanked Jem nearly off his feet. Yanked means pulled, pulled with jerk. Don't you touch him. I kicked the man. Who kicked the man? Scout kicked that man swiftly. Swiftly means at high speed, barefooted. I was surprised to see him fall back in real pain. I intended to kick his shin. Shin means intended means here the scout is saying that I plan to kick his shin. Shin means in front of the big in front of the leg below the knee, but aimed too high. That's all to scout. Atticus put his hand on my shoulder. Don't kick folks. Folks means group of men. No, he said. And scout was pleading justification. Justification means the act or an instance of justifying something. Ain't nobody gonna do James that why I said means nobody going to do James that way. All right, Mr. Finch, get him out here. So the man said, Mr. from the for so the man said, all right, Mr. Finch, get them out of here. Someone growled. Means someone growled. In growl means make a low guttural sound. You'd got 15 seconds to got them out of here. In the midst of this strange assembly, Atticus stood trying to make James mind him. I'm not going, was his steady answer to Atticus' threats, request, and finally, please, James, take them home. I was getting a bit tired of that, but felt Jem had his own reason for doing as he did. In view of his prospects. In view of his prospects means in view of what was in store for him. Once Atticus did get home, I looked around the crowd. It was a summer's night, but the men were dressed, most of them in overalls and denim shirts buttoned up to the collars. I thought they must be cold natured as their sleeves were unrolled and buttoned at the cuffs. Some wore hats pulled firmly down over their ears. They were sullen looking. Sullen means bad tempered looking, sleepy eyed men who seemed unused to late hours. I sought once more for a familiar face, and at the center of the semicircle I found one. Hey, Mr. Cunningham. The man did not hear me, it seemed. Hey, Mr. Cunning- Cunningham, how's your entailment getting along? Entailment means limitations or restrictions imposed on property. Mr. Walter Cunning, Cunningham's legal affairs were well known to me. Atticus means my father had once described them at length. The big man blinked and hooked his thumbs in his overall straps. He seemed uncomfortable. He cleared his throat and looked away. My friendly overture had fallen flat. Means here my first move towards making friends hadn't succeeded. Mr. Cunningham wore no hat and the top half of his forehead was white in contrast to his sun scorched face, which led me to believe that he wore one most days. He shifted his feet, clad in heavy work shoes. Don't you remember me, Mr. Cunningham? I am Jean Lucy Finch. The name of the scout, full name of the scout Finch is Jean Lucy Finch. You brought us some hickory nuts one time, remember? I began to sense the futility one feels when unacknowledged by a chance acquaintance. I go to home with Walter. I begin again. He's your boy? Has he? Ain't he, sir? Uh, Here, the scout is asking from that man that Walter is your son. Mr. Cunningham was moved to a faint, means feeling weak and not. He did not know me after all. He is in my grade, I said, and he does right well. He is a good man. Who is a good man? Mr. Cunningham's son is a good man. I added. Who added? Scout added these words. He is a real nice boy. We brought him home for a dinner one time. Maybe he told you about me. I beat him up one time, but he was real nice about it. Tell him have for me, won't you? Atticus had said it was a polite thing to talk to people about what they were interested in, not about what you were interested in. So here, Scout is saying to that man that my father had said that it was the polite thing to talk to people about what they were interested in, not about what you were interested in. Mr. Cunningham displayed no interest in his son. So, Scout tackled his entailment once more in a last ditch effort. Last ditch effort means a last desperate attempt to make him feel at home. Entailments are bad. I was advising him when I slowly awoke to the fact that I was addressing the entire aggregation. Entire aggregation means here a group that had come together. The men were all looking at me. To whom? All the men were looking at Scout. Some had their mouths half open. Atticus had stopped poking at Jim. They were standing together beside still. Their attention amounted to fascination. Atticus' mouth even was half open, an attitude he had once described as uncouth, means crude and unrefined. Our eyes met and he shut it. Well, Atticus, I was just saying to Mr. Cunningham that entailments are bad and all that, but you said not to worry. It takes a long time sometimes that you all would write it out together. I was slowly drying up. Slowly drying up means here not taking any longer. Wandering without idiocy means extremely stupid. I had committed. Entailments seemed right. All right enough for living room talk. I began to feel sweat gathering at the edge of my hair. I could stand anything but a bunch of people looking at me. Means a group of people looking at me. They were quite still. What's the matter? I asked. Atticus said nothing. She asked from her father what's the matter, but his father said nothing. I looked around and up at Mr. Cunningham, whose face was equally impassive. Impassive means expressionless. Then he did a peculiar thing. Peculiar things means odd thing. He squatted means sit down and took me by both shoulders. I will tell him you said hey little lady means, and he was saying that I will say hey to my son from your side. Then he straightened up me, and then he became straight and waved a big paw. Let's clear out, he called. Let's get going, boys. And all the men, those who have came from four cars, they were going back. As they had come in ones and twos, the men shuffled means moved with short sliding steps back to their ramshackle car. Door slammed means shut a door loudly. Engines curved and they were gone. And like that, all were gone. I turned to Atticus, but Atticus had gone to the jail and was leaning against it with his face to the wall. I went to him and pulled his sleeve. Can we go home now? She asked from her father. He nodded, produced his handkerchief, gave his face a going over, and blew his nose violently. Mr. Finch. A soft, husky voice came from the darkness above. They have gone. Atticus stepped back and looked up. They have gone, he said. Get some sleep, Tom. They won't bother you anymore. So, like that, the scout shows the way to that man. So, children, I hope that you all have understood this story. So, you have to read this novel. This novel is very lengthy, so you have to read and understand it once again. Thank you.